Hi, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is the collective reading for Sagittarius for the month of August. Now, as it is a collective reading, it will not resonate for everybody, so please only take what resonates and leave what does not. If you don't find any messages in it for yourself, please check your other placements. You may find a message there. Right, if you do enjoy the message today, please like and subscribe, and it will help put the message to other people that may need to hear it. Now I'd like to apologise for the sound quality from my last video. I did get myself a new microphone, but unfortunately I thought it was working fine because when I checked on my phone it sounded great. My laptop sounded a bit quieter. I didn't realise that I hadn't actually turned the microphone on and the sound was going through my new camera instead. So my absolute apologies, and I'd like to hope that the quality of the sound will be much better going forward. Right, so let's get into it. So Spirit, can we get some cards please for Sagittarius for the month of August? One at a time please, Spirit, if you're going to chuck cards at me. That's not one at a time, but we will take it. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck we've got the Three of Summer. So news worth celebrating, announcements such as weddings, graduations, births, friends you cherish. So potentially you could be doing a lot of celebrating at the moment. You might be doing a lot of socialising with your friends. You might be going out, possibly indulging a little bit in certain things, food, drink, who knows, you're just enjoying yourself. You're enjoying life, you are feeling happy, you're feeling successful, and yeah, you're really enjoying everything at the moment, or you are coming into the month of July. No, you are in July, you are going into the month of August. So right at the start then, coming into August, you're feeling like you're on top of the world, everything's going your way, you're doing a lot of celebrating. Now, at the start of the month, we've got this Seven of Winter. So it's saying that there's a better choice, not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. So potentially you may have been lied to. You may be lying to yourself. You potentially could be trying to move forward with something. You could have had somebody do... It's the lying, cheating, stealing card. Seven of Swords in a lot of decks. Yeah, you could have been betrayed. Somebody could have stabbed you in the back, could have lied to you. You could have done it to somebody else. But either way, it looks as though you might be something's happened and you're running from the truth. You're not really seeing things as they should be. Somebody could possibly be pulling the wool over your eyes, or you just don't want to see something as it is. Could have something to do with all this celebrating. Maybe you're not seeing that it could potentially be bad for your health if you're doing certain things. Maybe it could be draining your wallet. Could be any number of things. Let's get some clarification, please, of this Seven of Winter, please, Spirit. What it could be, it's going to be for somebody, because it's coming into my head, while you're out celebrating, somebody could steal from you. So please be careful when you're using your cashless tapping, contactless cards and contactless devices. You might be paying for things that you're not meant to. You could even end up getting scammed, or somebody could take your money. They might have one of those contactless card readers on them that could be anywhere near your vicinity. So do be careful of that. Okay, so we've got a Judgment in the reverse that's come out. Oh, something's just spun around, so it clearly wanted to be in the reverse. And we've got a Page of Pentacles in the reverse. And so we've got a Three of Pentacles, the Judgment card in the reverse, and a Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So along with not wanting to see the truth, this Judgment is suggesting that you've got no self-awareness potentially. That's where that whole possibly being scammed could come in from, because if you've got no self-awareness, you don't generally have awareness of your surroundings either. You've also got some self-loathing potentially, and you're not really looking at something the way that you should be. You're possibly completely ignoring a message or something that you need to learn. You might not be taking accountability for something that you may have created or caused. Again, could have something to do with the deception part of that Seven of Winter. Maybe you've lied to yourself, maybe you've lied to somebody else, so you're not really taking ownership of that, either to yourself or to someone else. We've got a Three of Pentacles, so refusing to learn, which does come in with this Judgment card as well, because it's if you're refusing to acknowledge your part in something, or if you're not admitting you've done something, you're not really learning the lesson from it. It's also suggesting there's a little bit of disharmony. You're not willing to work with somebody as well, or with people. Could have something to do with this Three of Summer. So whoever you're going out celebrating, maybe you've decided that, you've come to an end of that. That needs to, be finished, or at least one or maybe two people, whoever it is that you're going out with celebrating, you need to stop it. You need to stop working with them as such. We do have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, he is a little bit clumsy, doesn't really pay much attention. This is also suggesting that it could be somebody that's lazy, could be somebody in your energy. You could also, we've got financial loss, literally stated on the bottom of the card there. So again, so could have something to do with you losing some money, or could it be that somebody stole some money from you. Could possibly be somebody that you may work with, because it can also be, that whole disharmony. You might be blaming somebody that you're working with for stealing money, but it could just be carelessness on your behalf. Again, clumsiness with his Page of Pentacles, because he's not really paying any attention to something. Now, that could be you. It could be somebody in your energy that could just be being clumsy and, not really, not really getting what they should be, or doing what they should, losing money. So Page of Pentacles then is, I know these because I am one. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Don't know why that just took me so long to come out with. I think it's because it's your energy. I don't think it's someone else's. I think that is potentially you being a little bit careless, not paying attention, and that could possibly be where this money gets lost, because you're not paying attention to your surroundings. Might not be, could be somebody else. Now, in your challenges, we've got a Prince of Autumn. So this could be somebody that you meet. It could be a person. It could just be something that's going on with yourself. So we've got cautious but wise to action, meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others. So this could just be something that you need to embody, and it could be a bit challenging. So maybe you need to start looking at things in a bit more detail. The Prince of Autumn is somebody that he's got a lot of passion, a lot of drive, very much going for what he wants. He can burn out quite quickly, though. His energy is a little bit wishy-washy at times, so that could be a little bit challenging. He can be very dependable and protective, but no, I'm thinking of the wrong prince. I'm thinking of the Prince of Wands, the Prince of Spring. Prince of Autumn's the Prince of Pentacles. Yeah, so no, he's just slow to act. Very slow to act. Extremely dependable. Likes to plan. A meticulous planner. Very careful with what he's doing. So maybe you need to embody that. Maybe you need to pay more attention to what you're doing, plan things out before you act, potentially. But he's still having a lot of, he's got energy, but he's just slow using that energy. It's more mental energy than anything because of all the planning. But he just still go for whatever he wants, and he will go and get it. He's got a lot of drive. He just likes to make sure that he gets what he wants and keeps hold of it. Let's So we've got the High Priestess and the Moon. Get one more card, please, Spirit. Okay, you're going to give me 2. And then here's that Knight of Wands. And we've also got a Page of Wands, so possibly running out of energy could be a bit of an issue. Could also be people in your energy. So Prince of Autumn, again, same energies as your Page of Pentacles. So Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Now we've got the High Priestess that's come out. So again, the High Priestess does a lot of planning. She's very quiet with the way that she does things as well. She does things in secret. She does like to use her intuition quite a lot. And she's very intuitive, but she's got a lot of knowledge. She's extremely knowledgeable about stuff. So is this Prince of Autumn, you know, extremely knowledgeable. And that's how he manages to make his plans, because of all the knowledge that he's got. So it's using your intuition, using your knowledge that you've got to make a plan to move forwards. You might be a little bit confused. You could potentially have fear of whatever could happen from when you start moving forward with that moon in the reverse. But it is suggesting, you know, that you need to have confidence. Both of these cards are full of confidence and adventure, being fearless. You know, you need to be fearless as much as possible. Have your plan, you know, but be fearless. Maybe it's suggesting that you might need to move a bit quicker than a Prince of Autumn. It could be that you have these people in your energy that are full of confidence and enthusiasm and energy that you've got to deal with, or they could be quite challenging to you because maybe you want to take things slower and you've got 2 people potentially that want to move quite quickly. Especially the Knight of Wands, he is very energetic, goes after what he wants, very passionate, but runs out of energy because he goes in full speed. Okay, so just be mindful of that. These could be people in your energy, but they could be you. And it could just be confirming twice that you need to be more confident and fearless. Now, if they are people in your energy that you could be dealing with, they are Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So that's why I say it could very well be you, because they are fire signs as well. Yeah, that moon there is Pisces as well. So you could also have Pisces in your energy as well, in your challenges. So you could have people in there that could be trying to prevent you from doing your planning. It could be that, you know, you just find planning quite challenging because you've got these people that are full of energy and just want to get in there and you know, go straight for it. And you could be scared a little bit that you're going to run out of energy or run out of time. So you're trying your hardest, or you need to use your intuition to try and discern, you know, what way do you want to do things. You could be very confused as well, because you've got these people around you with all this energy. You might be being a bit confused and you might be doubting yourself, thinking, is you going slow and making plans what you really want? Because you've got these people with energy all over the place that are telling you to be bold and fearless and, you know, keep going and have a load of enthusiasm. Could very well be that this Knight of Wands and Page of Wands are the people that you're out celebrating with, that you know already you might need to, you know, release because something's happened while you've been out with them, and now you need to kind of repair that and plan to have a bit more of you know, a financial thing. It could very well be that this Page of Autumn is somebody that's coming into your energy, and you need to use your intuition to discern whether or not you want to start a relationship with them. You could have a Knight of Wands and a Page of Pentacles also vying for your attention, and you could be scared of making the wrong choice. So having to use your intuition is something that you might have to rely on, but you could find it extremely challenging because you've got so many people after you. And now, I say, you know, pages, knights, princes. Now, gender is fluid in tarot. These are just personality traits. So a knight could very well be female. A prince could be a prince, you know, princess, female, whatever you want to call it. It's just personality traits. So please take it as it resonates with regards to personalities. So yeah, so you could have three different people that are trying to get your attention, maybe wanting to start a relationship with you potentially, and you need to have some discernment on which one it is that you want, but you could just be scared of making the wrong choice. Now, if you do manage to navigate whatever this challenge is, whether it is planning finances and moving forwards, whether it is choosing a person, your outcome, we've got the ego. Okay, and that's saying the illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. Okay, now that ego card then is very much suggesting that you need to be careful. It could be that you may face some temptation. It's very much, it's the devil card in most tarot decks, but in this one it's been renamed as ego because it's very much of, it's like your selfish nature doing whatever it is that you want. Now, this doesn't have to be a bad card. It could simply be to tell yourself to listen to yourself and do what it is, again, what you want, what it is you need. Sometimes you need to be a little bit selfish in order to look after yourself, and you need to put yourself first. Now, it does also suggest that you could have some negative vices that you may need to deal with, but it could also be overcoming bad habits, getting some freedom, breaking through bondage, facing those fears. And again, you've got fear here in your challenge, so it could very well be that you face that challenge, you faced your fears, and you're ready to move forward into something that's not quite so toxic as such. Because as much as the Three of Summer is a great card to start with, it could also be quite a bit of a toxic card, because if you're constantly out celebrating, you're going to pick up certain habits. Yes, you could be very, very happy and enjoying yourself, but certain things like overindulgence, that can be quite a toxic habit to pick up because it can be addictive. There are certain things that you may end up doing a little bit too much. Maybe you become dependent on people being around, and you find that you can't actually be alone, or you can't deal with being on your own. Again, this is something that you could end up having a bit of a codependency trait if you're constantly around people. So you just need to be careful with that, whatever that ego card is representing. So it is something to do with your particular ego, potentially, that you need to realise what's actually there, see the good in your life, and releasing fears. Let's get some clarification on that. Please clarify this ego card, Spirit. Okay, so we've got a Two of Cups that's jumped out. Now that is in a pretty much challenge position. It came out on its side. So it does suggest that you could find a particular union or relationship, a bit of a challenge at the moment. Maybe there's a bit of disappointment. Maybe you can't decide if it's a soulmate. You could be having disagreements. We've got a Six of Pentacles in the reverse as well, and a bit of a Tower card. So yeah, it's definitely something where you're going to be looking at something from a new perspective. Potentially, maybe then this ego card could be what causes a bit of a Tower moment for you. Maybe something comes to light that you need to deal with regards to certain habits or behaviours of yourself or somebody else. It could be causing some disagreements with you and a partner, and that could be why it's being flagged up. Potentially something's being a bit one-sided. Somebody might not necessarily be sharing with finances or wealth. So maybe if you're going out, enjoying yourself with your partner, potentially maybe you're doing all the payments for it. It might not be that you're constantly going out. It could simply be that you're somebody that's always putting in a lot of effort and a lot of money into a relationship, and you find that extremely challenging because somebody else might be putting you know, they might be in and out all over the place with that Knight of Wands energy. You know, and you might be finding it really challenging to keep giving because it's all one-sided. Somebody's a bit of a taker potentially. And it's suggesting that potentially you are resisting some sort of change. Maybe you don't want to break this particular negative trait that may be there at the moment. You could be struggling with possibly fears of being on your own. You know, it is suggests you do need to release your fear. As much as this Tower card, when it's in the reverse, it's not coming down just yet, but it needs to come down at some point in order for you to learn a lesson. Once you've learnt your lesson, everything, you'll be able to rebuild it, and you'll be able to rebuild it stronger. So something, you need to see something. Again, potentially where you've got this Six of Pentacles, possibly who this Two of Cups could be related to where you've lost some money potentially at the start of the month. Again, it's, you know, somebody that's causing scams, a loss of income, loss of finances, and, you know, abuse of power potentially. Maybe it's somebody over here has done something deceptive and you've ended up losing some money to someone, because the Page of Pentacles is also, like I say, a financial loss. Yeah, this Three of Pentacles could simply be somebody refusing to work with you and you just don't want to see it. And then you're having to make a decision of how are you going to plan things and move forwards, you know, and that's going to be your challenge. And your outcome is when you've decided on all of that, you've got this whole fear of change that you need to get through. Potentially making a difficult decision with regards to a Two of Cups. Do you stay? Do you go? Can they reciprocate? Can they give in 50-50? You know, it could very well be that this tower might not be a tower for you. It could be a tower for them. You know, it could be very much of you saying to them, look, this isn't an equal relationship. You either need to make it equal or a walk, kind of thing. So it's you facing that negative, toxic energy and trying to transmute it, trying to break it down so that you can rebuild something better, something that is more equal, more reciprocate. I don't even know, is reciprocative a word? I don't think it is. Something where it's more 50-50 give and take. You know, something where you're not the person doing all of the giving. What other energies have I got in here? I think it's just the Devil card. So you've got Capricorn in here as well. So yeah, so along with your Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, you'd also got Gemini, no, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. We've got Pisces. Yeah, that's pretty much all the different energies. So you could have any of those signs in your energy. You may not have. They might be. Might be people that you're dealing with, but very well might not be. Right, let's get you a Spirit of the Animal Oracle, and we'll also get you an Angel of Abundance Oracle as well, to see if there's any other messages that Spirit want to come before you. Can we get a Spirit of the Animal Oracle, please? Okay, you're going to chuck out 3. Brilliant. So we've got Elk, Nobility, Hummingbird, Miracles, and Polar Bear, Mystic. Okay, so the Elk then, Nobility. Celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you, and your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. The Hummingbird then, for Miracles, you are a joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings and spread the miracle of happiness. And then the Polar Bear then, for Mystic. Know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Time to rest. Dream and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. That's all about that, using your intuition then with that High Priestess. Spirit of the Animal Oracle as well. Quite glad that my son hasn't been over and ruined my setup today, because he likes to play with my little turtle and my my little polar bear. I've got another little turtle over here and a little pig as well. Okay, so your Angel of Abundance card then. So detox your friendships. So your abundance flow is being affected by people with whom you're spending time. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous and supportive. So that goes down to a lot of that at the start, you know, realising that you don't want to be with certain people anymore, cutting that out, the negative behaviour, spending time with people that reciprocate. Okay, I hope that has given you Sagittarius some idea of what is coming up for you in August. Again, if you did enjoy the reading today, please don't forget to hit that like button. It would be most appreciated. It will help spread the message to other Sagittariuses that need to hear it. Again, much appreciated if you do. But thank you for joining me today, and good luck for August.